Hello everybody and welcome, this is Shield Maiden DK and today we are taking a look at our fan server and settings for it. And just a look, it's nowhere near ready yet for anything. Me and my husband are working a little on setting up a little base, and we're thinking there should be like a community center around here where people are able to come get some stuff if they need it, deposit stuff if they don't, if they think other could need it, and be able to build and have fun together if they want so. Um, because that's like the center of the entire map. And actually, just to be clear, we were just able to log into the server right this instant. The servers have been down since right before the other live stream I made because, well, they had an update because they implement a new anti-cheat system. We have our little garden going here. Mostly wheat right now, but there is stuff planted in the garden. Let's see if I can. There is a little planted in the garden, but it's mostly wheat right now. And I'm doing some building for future garage and such. Also, people, if you're having Scum and would like to come in and join on the PvE server by now, you should be aware that there is the 1.0 coming up, and it's gonna wipe everything out. Hello Alexis, welcome in. Hope you're all good. We're taking a look at the fan server we are setting up right now. And hopefully, we will have it all up running. There's still some things we're messing around with, like how much XP should you get for things, and yeah. I'm doing all right, thank you very much. We had a nail biting me and my husband because the server here was not wanting to comply. It was absolute horrendous. 4 minutes before the stream I was able to get into the server. I'll just turn down the volume a bit. I use high volume setting when I'm playing alone because volumes are very important in Scum. Or the sounds, animal sounds. Because you can tell where animals are and everything. So if you're doing hunting, it's very important to be able to hear things here in Scum. If you ever yeah, I know, we got the farm going. That's the first thing I do. It's building the well and the farm so you can begin making your own food, because we are having the puppets set up a bit so there's more spawn of puppets. We have so food are what is it called, decaying, so you have to be able to get some food because the food is going to decay over time. I was so lucky when I was mumbling around earlier on the server that I shot a goat. So if you ever consider getting Scum, you're all welcome on here. As you can see, I shot a goat earlier. We might skin it later. We got a little food, not much. This one is chicken. You will always be able to play on my server if you get Scum. I think Scum is not that expensive overall because you don't need all the DLCs and such. We just bought the first DLC because I wanted the watch to be able to tell time also when I'm cooking. And I can see we're so lucky that we're going to have to play through nighttime today, because the night starts at 23:30 here. Husband is fixing up an extra car, so I also have a car. At the moment I have a cruiser. Even we do have I see you, administrator rights on the server. You will be able to play without any DLCs, yes. You don't need DLCs to be able to play on the server. The DLCs only add things to your game, but the standard game you can go on servers as well. So you will not be needing the DLCs to play together, even we have some of them. You can get a shitload of DLCs. You can also get skin DLCs. Husband only got the supporter package 1 of the DLCs. I got supporter package 1 and the female hair package. So it's not necessary to have all the DLCs. Not at all. So, not at all. And we have set up so you're able to find vehicles throughout the world that can be fixed and drive around. And there will be some vehicles that's not fixable. Even we have admin rights and can spawn things in. We are not spawning things in for ourselves. When people enter the server here, we will meet up with them and give them a starter package. The starter package will be containing a small backpack. Yeah, we did that too, Alexis. That's just how it is. It's live, die, repeat in this game. The starter package will contain a small backpack, some water, some food, and 2 antibiotic pills to start out with. 2 single antibiotic pills. But if you die, you can run to your body and loot yourself so you can get your items back. And we haven't put the respawn areas too expensive. I think for random respawn throughout the world it's 50 gold. And for... I can see it. If we go to server settings, respawns, 50 gold for random, 50 bucks for random, 200 for sector, and 1,000 for shelter. And if you don't have any money on your card, you'll just go into minus when you use random sector. So it's not like you're out just because you don't have any money. You can still respawn. We'll just take something to eat here, because my character is hungry. I am afraid the chicken drumsticks will decay unless we're going to the hospital at some point to try our luck at getting the barbecue book. But we also have died a million times in this game already. Especially with the suicide bombers. They are obnoxious, but that's just how it is. We're just gonna clear out some more of the garden here, because the crops will die if you have too much weed in the garden. And since we're making the community center thing too, it will be so that everyone can come take some food if they need and leave some food if they have some extra. He's just mumbling around trying to fix another car. Because we are able to spawn in things if needed. Also why we will meet up with new players when they enter so they can get the package. Water is essential as well, and a little food. And the 2 antibiotics is also essential, because if you get infected, you're screwed and will die in agony unless you find garlic or antibiotics. And then 2 singular pills will help a great deal to begin with. I can show what a starter package would look like, because we can just store it in our chest. A starter package on the server would be something around, let's see, spawn item, backpack. There we go. And spawn item, water, half a liter. Spawn item, antibiotic single pill, 2 of them. Two of the singular pills. And spawn item MRE tuna salad, 2 of them. There we go. And then I'll just combine it, open the backpack, put the things in for you. There you go. That will be a starter package for when you enter this. Yeah, cheater. But that will be a... And just an ordinary knife. Yeah, that's right. And spawn item, knife, kitchen knife. There we go. There we go. This will be the starter package you will receive when you get to the server. So when you first get here, I will be able to give you this as a starter, so you're not all on your own devices. I know it's not much. Yeah, but, well, we are having a little higher settings because we are putting in so you will have more puppets to deal with. So we thought it would be a very good idea to have a starter package where people can start off with. Everything else you will have to obtain yourself. Of course, build. You can build if you want to. You're able to build here, over here, the community center area gonna be, and you can build right next to our base as well if you want that, or find something else somewhere else. Hello, fish. Let's see. Just have to. You're looking forward to see this. Well, if you ever get Scum yourself, fish, you're more than welcome to come into the server. I was just showing off the starter package people will get when they get to the server. They will get a backpack, random color, with a water, 2 MREs, 2 antibiotics, and a kind of knife. So they got something to get them started. And me and El Pepe are the ones able to spawn in items. And of course we're here in the brink of night. We have set up so there is more encounters on being able to run into animals on the server. But we have also buffed up the puppets a little, or zombies. So you will be able to run into more zombies as well when you are around out there. One moment. Squat. You can, when you're riding, you can ride to squad admin, that's me and El Papi only, and there's local, that's for them near you, and there's the global. And then if you're close to people, you can use B to use microphone as well. And, well, if you decide to join us in Scum, let me know and you're welcome. As this is a PvE server, so it's nice and easy to start out with, because you will not have to deal with other people killing you. It's basically everyone trying to help each other instead. And that's what I like. I don't like when you can't trust anyone. We're talking about if they at some point make it so you can make a PvPE server, so you, for example, could make it like this area, and this area was PvP and the rest of the map was PvE, then we're going to do something like that. Or yeah, this sector here is the radioactive sector, so we're not gonna go there. Let's take on our helmet. Now it's beginning to be night. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So he's just bringing me a car back so I can go to the hospital. We need to piss here. And always, if you have a garden, put yourself in the garden and piss, because you actually water the plants meanwhile. You also have to shit in this game, Alexis. And if you have the supporter pack number 1, first time you're pooping, you will properly poop something out. First time I pooped when I started the server here, I pooped out a soda can. And El Papi's first poop, he pooped out a magazine for a machine gun. I do not want to know what you're doing in prison before you get to the island. I also heard that there is a chance you will poop out a dildo, or even a pineapple, or a coconut, or something like that. And the dildos in this game is at the size of a forearm. Too realistic. Well, actually, I don't have majority filter on right now, so we are not gonna take out off the clothes here, because then I'm butt naked. We'll just eat a little here before we go off on adventure. Gonna look for, when you're eating something that's not good, you will have to look under health meanwhile, because when food repulsion gets almost there, you will have to knock it off so you don't throw up. You can see now we're getting close. There we go. Then we don't get all the way up and throw up, and we still get some of the food inside us. When this one, the colon, gets over 50%, you'll have to poop. When this one gets over 50%, you'll have to pee. And yeah, it is kind of realistic, but it's also some of the fun. Well, let's take this shit box with us and drive to the hospital, see if we can get some books. Okay, wrong one. Okay, thank you. So we will take this box, the shit box, the Leica here, and then we will head over here to see if we're able to get some books. We need some cooking books. There we go. And we do have vehicle damage on, or vehicle deterioration. So you will have to repair the vehicles from time to time. And I only have basic gear right now because I have not been able to get anything better. So we got a sledgehammer, a shotgun, and a pistol. And Alexis, is it too realistic with the pineapple in the butt, or just that you have to piss and shit in the game? Because if the pineapple in the ass is realistic, I would like to know what way you're turning the pineapple when you shove it up. Huh? Husband saying in the background he would like to know which way you're turning the pineapple as well. We will just turn on the night vision goggles here. It's easier than using the lamps on the vehicle, also because it's not necessarily that the vehicle do even have them. So right now we're going to the hospital. Yeah, sideways. If you do that, Fizz, you have a very, very stretchy ass. You must be a very, very experienced with it then. I am sure of that. Because I, for the love of me, are not gonna take a pineapple sideways. Yeah, exactly. That's also one of my biggest fears, to get attacked by the zombies while I'm doing stuff in the game, like pooping. Also, if you're playing multiplayer, one of the biggest threats is when you have to poop or pee, that people are sniping you meanwhile. Try imagine sitting there, letting go, and then pop goes the weasel and your head is off. But again, if you join in, as I said, it's gonna be a community where we help each other. And if we're far ahead, we will help with what we can, so everyone have a nice experience. And again, for example, if you and Fizz wanted to play together, you could just join, make a squad. It's free to make squads. Hello, Piper! You came back to the big discussion about being sniped while pooping. Yeah, I don't want to die on the toilet! No, it's taking every part of being humiliated, isn't it? Just dying while you're pooping. Almost as bad as dying while you're taking a wank or something like that. If not even worse. We are on the right way here. Yeah, that's a crappy way to go for sure. Also a little fun. Try imagine the speak at the funeral. He was a jolly good chap. Died while he took a crap. Hey Max, welcome in. Hope you're good. Nice to see you. We are trying to go to the hospital, hopefully to get the barbecue book here. And El Papi is out trying to get the last tits and bits to get the other vehicle made. As I said, yes, we are we are administrators here, but we do not use it to our own gain. It's not like we are spawning in stuff for ourselves, even we are able to. Now we are at the hospital. We may not need to go to the main building. I hope you got everything covered in time, Piper. It would be sad to find out you haven't. Okay, we're gonna look for some books here. Hopefully not getting ass fucked by some zombies meanwhile. We can just as well go through other stuff as well. I didn't leave my hatchet off, I see. There is a backpack as well. I don't need that since I have the hiker backpack on me myself here. I was lucky enough finding one of them, but as I said, people joining in on the server here is going to get a backpack to start with, to not having no space at all, because you have very, very limited space when you first enter the server. You got nothing at basically. You are able to do the tutorial and learn how to craft backpacks and such, but we will much rather just give a starter backpack so everyone can, like, have fun. Yeah, if you press T in this game, there is a global chat. As you can see right now, it says global right here. Then you can change it to squad if you're in a squad. You can, that's admin chat for me and El Papi. And then there's a local chat for those you are in the area of. So there is a global chat. If I write now, you can see El Papi wrote there, and I wrote to him. That's the global chat. Hello, Lars Corwell. Welcome in. Nice to see you. We are setting up and trying out on the server here. There is a rather large amount of restart on our server right now because we are still setting it up. But if people would do have Scum and would like to come in, try it out and have fun with us, let me know, and people are more than welcome then. Also, while I'm streaming right now, the server is up and running so people can come in. There's no need for, and if people are coming in, they will just let me know and they will get their starter package. As I said, it's containing 2 tuna salad MREs, it's containing a knife, 2 antibiotics and a water in a backpack. That's for all new players on the server. And everyone is welcome. I see. And yeah, of course a place of your own would be more nice, but better to be sure and have it released then. Christmas ornament. Let's take that along, then we can make a Christmas tree at some point. Oh, thanks a lot, Fizz. You're always so nice. Diary, we don't have any cannabis right now to make. Fred, not that big, we have at home. Ooh, advanced lockpick. Give me that one. Cigarettes, nice. Then we can have a smoke when we are finished up here. And these bookshelves here, there is a school backpack. We can try to take it out. Then you can see here, also a good one. If people would like. Servers are open all day. There is restart on the pizza cookbook. Nice. The server has restart 4 times a day. At 4 at night, at 10 in the morning, at 4 at the afternoon, and at 10 in the evening at my local time, which will see UTC +2. Leather backpack. We got 2 cookbooks, but else the server will be up all day long. Unless, of course, there is updates and the server automatically gets down. Then I can't do much for it, but else the server will be available all day long, all month. Come on. Barbecue cookbook, the one we were looking for. Nice. Because then we can grill the chicken legs. You will need to have the cookbooks in your inventory to be able to cook recipes. I've been playing Scum approximately 300 hours by now, so I'm still merely a beginner. I've seen people play for over 10,000 of hours. I'm still only merely a beginner, but I love Scum. So yeah, only beginner here yet. Also why I only host and have PvE at the moment. I'm not feeling comfortable or good enough to even consider trying out PvP. Not at all. And as I also said, I hate the element of having to think everyone wants to kill me and steal my body and throw me on a wall or something. You're also still fresh. Well, if you want, I can give the server here, so you're welcome to join in if you would like to. Huh? Yeah. I will just 2 seconds, then I can write in the chat what the server is. Yeah, it's it's fun being a baby player, but also when it's a community like this, it's also good to be able to have fun together. This server is called, let me see. If you want to join in, it's called, the full name of the server. Is this in the server list? So if anybody wants to come in, they're more than welcome. We will, of course, announce if we're making a restart, because it's no fun being on the server and just restarting all of a sudden. It has its 4 daily restarts it's doing every 6 hours to ensure it's run properly. Shut up, fucktard. But else we are not gonna particularly do restarts unless we're having fumbled with the settings. Huh? Yeah, today we had a lot of fumbling around with the server because of the update and such. They are updating at the moment as crazy because they are getting ready to get into 1.0. But Shield Maiden DK Fan PvE server is the name. And on my Discord there is a dedicated channel only for Scum, where people are able to read the rules and everything. Yeah, there will also be updated even more in there as time goes, but right now I haven't written down the final settings of the server yet, since I'm not finished doing them. But if you get in, Piper, if you at some point comes to Scum and wanna go PvE with us, it's you can just say no to the startup package if you don't want it. It's not like you have to take it, it's more like a friendly gestus that we're providing the startup package for people. Ow! Fuck off! I don't like that sound. Shh. There we go. But everyone is welcome. There is space for 20 people being online at the same time as it is right now. And if the community grows larger than that, then we will see if we're going to upgrade the server to even more people. But as it is right now, 20 people can be online at the same time. You can see this is without the night vision goggles. There is some light, but not enough for us to see. Thank you, Alexis. Hope you will have a wonderful evening, and I will enjoy when you get Scum and we'll be able to play together. It is a really good game. Okay, just gonna take it a little easy here. My character is kinda choppy. If we go into the meta, you can see I'm having 46% of fat. That because I wanted my intelligence to be on 5, so I slacked this one down to 1.5. You have to be a little with what you want to have of your setup, and I was going for a high intelligence. You'll be more than welcome, Lars. More than welcome. We will mainly be on our server these days and setting it up and getting everything ready. Only thing is, as everyone that plays Scums know, that people will have a full wipe when 1.0 comes out. So everything we build and everything we do right now will be wiped out when 1.0 comes out. But we, in the meantime, can have fun and try leveling up our skills, getting better at Scum. Oh, you're in Baton Rouge near Louisiana. Okay, we're living in Europe, so the server is in Europe. but you should be able to play it even though. Huh? Yeah. But but even with a slight higher ping, you should still be able to play on the server, and it should still run smoothly enough because it's an okay RAM we got on the server, and the settings is set up so everyone should be able to play it worldwide, even they're not close to the server set. Now we're getting close to the hospital here. Let's sneak in and see if it has some goodies for us. Always loot some of it. And we have loot set to 2.5 or 3 right now. It's not full up, but it's not also standard. So you'll be able to get some loot without being too overwhelming. After all, it's still surviving. We are playing. Also why we put the gasoline price a little up, because it is after all surviving game. I don't want it to be too easy either. No fun if it's all too easy. I know many of the bigger players of Scum. Ooh, that's a good one. Antibiotic box. Many of the bigger players would not take like vitamin blisters, and I'm taking a lot of crap many players who have played a long time wouldn't take. But on the other hand, it's a game about having fun, and we all do it in our own way. Never let anyone tell you how you should loot or how you should play it. Just go with what you think is right. I can hear you. Yeah, you're right there. I can also see you now. I cannot get him from here. Not a good one. I think he wants to be friends. I'm not sure he wants to be good friends though. I'm pretty sure he wants to kill us if he can. So let's see if we're able to kill him first. We can hear him. Yeah, exactly. Medicine pays very well compared to the space it takes up in the inventory. I can hear him. Where are you? I can hear something. But just where he is. I'm not sure he can find a way into us right now. But suddenly he will be there, trying to rape our ass. That's just how it goes. Medicine pays very well. Also, if you're doing quests for the traders, always good to have some painkillers and some other things for the traders. Pressure dressing. I chose to have advanced medical on this character because obviously easier to heal myself. Also easier to treat others if it's necessary. It's not like we are going to go through the whole hospital here. I'm merely just trying to loot a little of it before we leave off again. We did get an antibiotic blister, so I'm not unsatisfied by it. Because we have many other things to do and test out for it, since the server is all new. We can try go up here for a slight moment. It's not like I'm going to go through the whole hospital. See, we got more books here if we need it. We did get some of it, especially the barbecue book was important since we could get the drumsticks made from the chicken now. Because I do... Ooh, cake! I do like that we're able to have the food decaying over time because it's more realistic. It's not in real life like you can have food laying around and it won't decay at all. So I think we have had our share of the hospital for now. So let's head down. We came in right around here somewhere. There we go. Then we'll just head down again. Oh, you left the picnic early, Breeze me. Was the picnic good anyway? Hope you had a good time, even it was hot. Here today it has been windy and a little grey in the weather, but generally we have had a very good weather in Denmark these days as well. We had a little rain yesterday, a little off and on rain, but not too bad. You mean you need to bring a parasol? Or do you think an umbrella will be enough? I am in Denmark, yes. Denmark, Europe, which is, well, I guess that's telltale on my Scandinavian accent for those who think. And yeah, a very big umbrella, a parasol. Isn't that what they call it in English too? A parasol? I know it's a French word, but isn't it called a parasol in English too? You know, like a beach umbrella, the big ones, parasols. Now, you know, yeah, good. I just got confused for a slight moment if I had misunderstood the word. Could be me not remembering the right word, you know? You're not fancy enough for that. You're not fancy enough for parasol or for French words. Oh, you're Scandinavian and French. Cool. Where in Scandinavia do you? Where in Scandinavia do you descend? Isn't that the right word? Descend from? Well, I do know some French words, mainly because I've had 5.5 years of French, and the French words I do remember is far too little compared to how much French I've had in school. My German is better than my French nowadays. It used to be vice versa. It used to be my French was better than my German, but not anymore. You're what they call a hidden redneck. I like that. Well, actually, my one of our friends or comrades, call it what you want, told me one time that she was happy that she knew us because if a world war would come out or anything like that, or if we were going into a crisis where we needed to live out of the nature and be self-providing, she knew us and we were kind of hillbilly rednecks, so we would survive for sure. And I was like, I'm not sure if that's a compliment, but thank you. So apparently I'm a hillbilly redneck. Might explain the missing teeth. But she meant it in the sweetest way because she thought it was a little hillbilly redneck to be able to go to the nature and forage mushrooms and having lots of animals to be able to be self-providing and, you know, the country life. Yeah. I know Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer both were redneck as fuck. But then again, isn't it? Well, we all have a little redneck in us, don't we? Don't you think we all have a little redneck inside of us? Well, if I lived next to the Mississippi River, I would never see my husband. He would be out fishing all the time. That's for sure. Would never ever see the ass of him or anything else because he will be fishing. Am I on the right track here? Yes, I am. Good. Whee! Sling this little light car around. It's a bumpy ride. Cajun. I know about Cajun kitchen style and Cajun food. And that it is very spicy sometimes. Yeah, jambalaya. Have you seen in the cookbooks here in Scum you can make jambalaya too? By the way, I don't know if you noticed, not everyone do in cooking in Scum. But you're able to make jambalaya in Scum as well. Whee! Boing! You have, yeah. I think it's so nice that they take a little from everywhere. Ooh! Here is the target practice area, the shooting field. Not gonna go in there in dark because there's tend to be suicide bombers in there. And to be honest, I don't feel like having my ass shot off in the pitch dark of the night. This is nightmare. Talk about food when Piper is around. Don't get Piper started on food, then we will never get away from that encounter again. Is what I get for it. Huh? Husband is sitting in the background. Ooh, food. Hey Tracy, how are you? Nice to see you. Good to have you here. We're just coasting around in the pitch dark here. Now we're home at the base. And we got the cookbook we needed. So now we're gonna find the fucking cookbook for barbecue and we're gonna grill the ass out of our chicken. There we go. What's the hour right now? Let's see. 1:21, so a few hours left until it gets until it's going to be sun time again, sunshine. Now the food talk is all done because else we won't get over it again. Fizz knows his crowd. There we go. Grilled poultry. So we can get it grilled before it rot for us. There we go. And with the supporter package I bought, we are able to put on alarm. So now it will start beeping when there's 2 minutes left on the chicken. No food talk when Tracy and Piper is in the near, and no talk about ice cream when Fizz is in the near, because they will just get cravings. We are doing very good, thanks. And just having a quick drink here in real life. Because Fizz hates ice cream so much, he's determined to delete its existence from the earth. Well, there also needs to be one playing the camp mom in these kind of games. You know, Bree is me. In the normal, most of the time I'm also the one being here camping and doing the layout of the house and the garden and the food and everything like that. But I also do go zombie slaying. And I will say that the ability to not always be in first person is a very good one for me, because I am very, very bad at first person games. I tend to forget to breathe. Just sitting there being all, you know, like, all blue in the head because I'm not breathing. Well, if you're ever gonna play in here, you can be the headmaster of organization and such in the community village we're going to make, Bree. Then you can be the one crafting and building up the community village. If you're ever gonna play Scum. We are setting up the community over there, and then we're gonna build a lot of houses and, you know, organize so people can come in, and if they have some nails they don't need, they can put it in there. Then they can take some meat if they need that and such. And same with car parts and everything else. So, you know, like a bit like a trader central. Also, I've made on my Discord, so if people on the server have like ghillie suits or weapon package or anything they want to trade for money or for something else, they can make deals with other players. For example, saying you can, for example, if I wanted to say, well, I got this night vision goggles, they're 82%, I want to trade for, let me say, so much gold, or I want to trade for like 2,000, or I want to trade for a tactical jacket or something. It just has to be reasonable. Ooh, lemon cheesecake. Yum, 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 yum. I like cheesecake. Actually, my husband didn't like cheesecake until he tasted mine. But on the other hand, there's a lot of things my husband didn't like before I made it for him, for some reason. Also, one of the very first things my husband said to my mother-in-law and my sisters-in-laws after he met me was, "She can cook!" Because all of his exes couldn't cook. So he was so happy that I was able to cook food. So it was just like, "She can cook!" Actually kind of sweet. She's able to cook food. Look at this view, isn't it beautiful? With the snowy hills. And Bree, I know why you can't survive that, because of those flip-flops you always want to wear. We talked about it in quarantine zone with the flip-flops. We are not gonna survive a zombie infestation with flip-flops. Yeah, he didn't have to starve. Before he met me when he was single, his most of his diet was energy drink and pork shavings. Or pork, wasn't it pork shavings or pork strips, you know? Those crispy skin puffs of pork. And pre-made lasagna. Okay, we need to piss again. Yeah, I know we talked about you wouldn't survive anyway, but the flip-flop will not help you. Yeah, true. Rather get out via zombies than lack of medications. I would agree with that. Ooh! Chicken's up! Well, the chicken would be up if it wasn't because our fucking fire went out. Okay, fuck. So now we're gonna need some tree. Why didn't I think about putting new fire on the fire pit? Because I'm a fucking idiot. Fuel with wooden stick. Light fire. Fuel with wooden stick. How long is left? 9 minutes still. Good. Set a timer 1 minute before. Then let's go down to the garden again. Of course I forgot to fuel the fire. But on the other hand, now we are soon finished with the garden, with the weeds for now. We have cannabis here. A little tobacco planted as well. Tobacco and cannabis helps against exhaustion in this game. There we go. Then we can go in here, take out a Lucky Star cigarette, equip it, and light it. Let's take a little smoky breaky. You can see we're taking a good cigarette. Oh, he said you to lay down. I think you think you've done enough. Now you have time to rest. So listen to your husband, at least for once. At least for once, listen to the husband. Just getting a little food in our system here. There we go. Are you finished soon? Hopefully. What else do we have in this shit box? We have a gasoline canister. We have some Estas. Sweet. We have our little Christmas ornament. Let's take the cookbooks out. And the lemon bag. Now the chicken is up. There we go. Perfectly cooked. Oh, excellent cooked. That's because the poultry wasn't that good a quality because it was decaying, but it's still food. Salt and pepper. Start cooking. Thank you very much. Put the timer on. There we go. And then we can put the drumstick over here, so we have some sweet food to eat. And then all the cookbooks in the food chest. Actually, mel, which this box is called, is food on Danish. So that's why our box is called mel. Improvised metal chest. Here we will put the seed bags and such. Let me refresh the chat here for a moment. There we go. Come on. we go. Having a little things in here. Putting some of all this in this chest here. It's not very organized, my chests right now, but that's because we're not set up the base yet, really. As you can see behind me when I'm getting out of the chest, I'm merely begun to set up the base. There we go. Here I'm merely begun setting up the base. When it gets light again, daytime, we will begin setting up more of the base. Because right now it's just catastrophic. And here, again, for those who's interested in the server, this will be a starter package you will receive if you want to. A backpack, a water, 2 antibiotics, some tuna salad MREs, 2 of those, and a knife. That's the starter package. Everyone will receive 1 if they want to. It's not like you have to. I'm not going to stop it down your throat or anything like that. Hurl it up your ass if you say no. But you're able to get 1 if you come onto the server. As a little gift to help start out. And yeah, Tracy, I guess it's something about he didn't have to starve, but he do actually are able to make food himself. It's not like he's decapitated and can't make any food himself. He are able to cook, and he's actually quite good at cooking. He just prefer I am doing it, because he think my food is better. On the other hand, we are also a perfect pair when it comes to food, because he has the first part of the education as a baker, and I have the first part of the education to be a chef. So he bakes the bread and I cook the food. In real life. In Scum we're equally stupid. Everyone's on the same page. One of the reasons why I want to start out with 5 intelligence is because you need BCU units from the bunkers to get your intelligence up. Yeah, you don't need to accept it, but I might shove it up somewhere. That's true, Fizz. And it's even for free, you don't have to pay extra. One of the things I do like about this game is that there is the fighting element, the zombies and such, but there is so many other elements, like there is the hunting, there is the farming, you can build, you can craft, you can go fishing. Yeah, we're equally stupid. In real life there may be some differences, but in here we're equally stupid and idiotic. But I like this element of all of the crafting. Like if we go in here, you can see the crafting menu, the cooking menu. Not too big right now because I don't have any cookbooks on me. If we go back here, take the cookbooks. Let's just take the cookbooks. I'll take all the cookbooks on me. Once you made the a recipe perfect, you'll remember the recipe, but else you'll have to have the cookbook on you. But look here, now we've got the cookbooks. Now we got all these recipes we can cook. There was the jambalaya. All these things you're able just to cook in the game. Then we take these off again. Then we got the base building. Here's everything you can build for the base. And you can build it up and you can paint the walls with spray cans and the floors. And when you build the floors, you can upgrade them from tree, then to metal, then to bricks, and then to concrete. And then after that, let me just put out the fire for a moment. When you and in crafting, you got all the base element as I said, and you can upgrade it from twig to tree, then to metal, then to bricks, and then to concrete. So there's lots and lots of doing in this category with just base building. And then in items, here's everything you're able to craft beyond the base items. There's you can craft bullets, arrows, dildo crossbows, dildo arrow. You can craft knives and spears and axes and swords and dildo spears, spades, shovels. You can make improvised grenade launchers, weapons, bows, explosives. You can make clothing and masks. You can make fishing gear, lockpicks, tools, wheelbarrows, jack-o'-lanterns, everything. There's so much you can craft in this game. So there's this large crafting ability in the game. You're not confined to just the survival part. And then I like that you can go out here in third person view as I have it, and not have to be in like first person view all the time. Wow, it's actually kind of big drumstick we got. Look at that size of that drumstick right there. Let's put that in the food chest. Or do we need food? Let's look. Are we hungry? We could use some protein. How much protein? Okay, let's eat 1 out of the 2 servings of chicken in this drumstick then. 1 drumstick serving is 255 kilos. And you can see everything it contains, from energy to fiber to protein to everything. This game is insanely detailed. And that's one of the things I like about it. What should we use the rest of the night at here? We got 2 hours before it beginning to be light again. Well. We could take the wheelbarrow. Well, I filled it up with sticks and shit. Badumch. Okay, how much space is in the car? How filled is the car? We have some space in the car. Good. We will take the car then. Drive over to the forest edge over here. And knock down some wood. Seems like a good idea, Fizz. Getting some food going, so you will not be all too hangry. After all, we know men tend to be hangry. Or be able to get hangry. I don't know about you, Fizz, but my husband, he gets to the point where he's hungry. And then after that, he gets to the point where he's equally hungry and diva. Telling me he's not hungry. I think all men have that part of them. Ooh, El Papi found a rager and is building it. Yeah, exactly. All men has that. The hangry bitch part. Right now we're just using the Leica to transport tree because it takes long time if we have to run back and forth with all the tree in our inventory. There we go. Then we're gonna move the tree over here. There we go. And move it even closer to the car. So we can get it into the car. animal sounds. There we go. In the car it goes. Then take the car here. Drive it over here. Take down the next tree. Because that way we are able to get more tree with us. Down to the place we're building. Because you can only have one in your backpack and one in your hands if you're not transporting the tree with something else. You can do it with the wheelbarrow, you can do it in a chest by dragging the chest. So you're able to do it without a car too, so it's not like you're confined to be able to find a car to be able to build. There we go. Might just as well make it easier for ourselves when we have the car. There we go, it didn't want to start. And the rules on the server is that you are not able to raid each other's bases or steal from each other. If you raid each other's bases or steal from each other and such, you will get banned from the server. I will not accept raiding on each other or stealing or killing each other. It's a PvE server for everyone to have fun, so I will not accept it on the server. If I find out anyone or get complaints about a player that's killing other people off, or trying to, or stealing stuff, they will get banned, because it's not a server for that kind of stuff. Ooh, we got visit. Where are you? That little robot. There we go. Is filming us. It's like a TV show, so that little robot is actually just keeping an eye on our ass, how we're doing. Also one of the reasons why we got the fame up here. The fame is also used at the traders to be able to buy stuff and such, but that little robot is just filming our progress, harassing us a little. There we go. Next. As you can see, we're able to have one in our backpack because it's 35 out of the 60 kilos. We're able to have one in our hands. So if I had to go all the way from over there to here with 2 pieces of wood at the time, this would take fucking a long time. Then I needed to shove more than a backpack up someone's ass to get rid of frustration. Might even be the sideways pineapple. I like pina colada. I don't know why that came to mind. Pineapple pina colada, I think something about that. There we go. Now it's beginning to look a lot like a floor. I'm trying to make a garage, or beginning at a garage here. And then gonna build the house. Yeah, pineapple. Pineapple, pineapple, pineapple. Let's move our little wheelbarrow. And as I said to Alexis earlier, you do not need to have any of the DLCs to be on the server. You can play entirely as the game comes normal, no DLC needed. It's not like you need absolutely to have anything else than the ordinary game to be able to play along. Let's see. Well, how big should I make the fucking garage? You can see now, sun's beginning to set a little. Door frame? Wooden airplane door frame. That's the one we're looking for. Where do we want that fucker? Let me see. Yeah, that's the one I want. Let's see. I would like it to be somewhere around here, but it do not seems like it's letting me. And one of the things you're not able or to build over the roads on the server here. I get do push the pineapple tree. Yeah, true. Oh. Oh my god, I love when people are equally crazy to myself. I like it. I just simply love it. You don't need to be crazy here to be here. I will teach you how to be it. Can I put it down now? No? Why am I not allowed to put this fucking thing down? I want it right here. Fucking stupid piece of shit dick pic. Come on, you fucking fucktard. Why am I not allowed to put you down right here? F. Area restricted. Why is the area restricted? Is it out of our boundaries? Let's take a look. Flag area, please. It should not be out of the area. The area should be right. Okay, let's try move the shitbox of a car. This car is not good. There we go. Let's try now. If I'm able to put it up now. Why am I not able to put the fucking door up? Arrgh. Can I put this one up then? No. Okay. Well, fuck me tender. Why do it have to be like this? Apparently, we're only able to put up the door like here. So that's what we're gonna do then. Put the door up there. Then I will delete these two and put them up over here instead. Not what I had in mind, but okay. That's alright. If that's how it's wanna play, then it's how it's gonna play. Let's see. Alrighty. Then we're gonna, and that's approximately right in front of it, so that's fine. Good. Let's see, twig ramp. There. And twig ramp right there. Good. So you can drive up onto the ramp. Let's see, we will destroy this one for now. And put it up right here. Want it to look good. Should be good right here. I think that looks decent. Yeah, that's decent. Then we will have to build over here. Like this. This one should... Well, let's see. Drive up here, then we can have some... Yeah, and over there, all good. All good. I think this will work. I'm not all convinced, but at some point, sometime it will work. This one don't want to snatch there. Will it snatch over here? There we go. Good. How many are we having up? There we go. If this one don't want to go on, then we will just build it like this, and then build like a little area to park dirt bikes and cruisers over there if it is. It's okay. We will figure it out. But yeah, when the light comes on, we will go to the city and try test out a little more of the zombie battle stuff and such. Right now, when the light is not here, not really any necessity to do a lot of stuff with the night vision on when we're able to just wait. There we go. Where did we put the wheelbarrow? The wheelbarrow was right here. Let's take some twigs. Always use small wooden sticks in your buildings instead of large ones, because you can cut the large one into smaller. So it's a waste to use the large ones to build. We missed two. Always a waste to use the large ones to build when you can use the small ones instead. And do we have any more tree in here? We have one here. Do we have any more tree in this one? There we go. We'll run around here and put this one in here. Now the first ramp at least is built. Woohoo! We're good. We're doing good. There we go. In the wheelbarrow with that one. What is that? Can you see that as well? Something's going around out on the field. I see something right there in the middle of the field. Right now it's laying down. Looks like an animal, so let's try look at it. It looks a lot like an animal. Cargo drop. What is that? It is. It's. We got two animals out here in the field. It looks like wolves. Is it wolves? It looks a lot like it could be... No, is it horses? Or donkeys? I cannot determine. No, it's wolves. It's wolves. They might attack us, but we will try our best to get them shot. They might run away. I'm not sure we got it. No, we didn't get both. But let's see if we were lucky and just got the one of them at least. I'm not sure though. And there's still a slight chance that they will come back and attack us. Not the best time to go hunting. Because there is the possibility that they will come back. They are predators after all. Would have been much easier if we had a rifle. But we are nowhere near a rifle yet in this game. I had a machine gun, but I sold it for being able to have a little money on my account to buy gasoline. Again, you will have to figure out what is worth most for you every time you have something in hand, especially here in the beginning. We might not see the wolves again. But we did up the encounter of animals on the server to 5 times normal, because it's not often animals spawns into the world without you having to hunt them. So we have buffed up the animal encounter on the server here. Either we can hear... I hear something. There we go. Maybe we're lucky. I highly doubt it, because I don't know how much life the wolf have. But as you can hear, it's all about sounds. You're able to get a lot in with the sounds in this game. I could hear the snarl of the wolf, so I knew it was in the proximity. Either that or a car, And since we're in the middle of the forest, a car would be weird. You're able to focus by clicking right mouse button, then you'll take out all the other sounds than like the snarl from the wolves and the screams from other animals and such. So you are able and need to use your senses a lot in this game. And as I said, wolves are one of the animals that will attack. I was not prepared for meeting that there should be wolves around the camp. Not one singular bit. Let's see, I think we lost the track of them. But there is a possibility that they will lurk back. I've tried where I was tracking an animal and couldn't find it. And then all of a sudden when El Papi came back, he was like, why is there a goat down on the road? Then that was the animal I had been tracking. And the animals do have different sounds in this game. So let's just take an optical on the let's see, timer. Okay, half an hour, then it should begin to be daylight. I prefer daylight. It's much easier to see things in daylight, to be honest. And on this server we have put it so night starts at 11:30 in the evening and the morning starts at 4:30 in the morning online in game. So we have these 5 hours of night time, like summer nights, because we didn't want it to be like standard where it's night around 9 or 10 at evening and then you get until 7 or 8 in the morning with pitch black. We want a few more hours of light. 1 in-game hour in Scum is equal to 15 minutes in real life. So 4 Scum minutes is 4 Scum minutes is 1 minute in real life. And you can see I was talking about a cargo drop in C4. That's the cargo drop. It will drop down from the sky. And then you can lockpick it to get some sweet ass gear or other things. And sometimes there's nothing specifically good in it. And other times you will hit jackpot and get like machine guns or rifles in the cargo drop. So it varies a lot. But be aware that when the cargo drop lands, you will have a certain amount of minutes to get to the cargo drop. And after that, the cargo drop will self-destroyed, it will explode. If you're inside the cargo drop when it explodes, well, guess what? Then you're gonna have a hot pocket for your ass, because it's gonna go up in smoke then. You will explode and self-destroy with the cargo drop if you don't get out in time. That's just how it is. And cargo drop is dropping every 90 minutes on the server. And I think I was setting the cargo drop to be for, was it 30 or 45 minutes on ground. So you have 30 or 45 minutes to lockpick it from when it's dropped. So you have some time to get to it and to do it, but again, you don't have like shitload of time. It's not like you have millions of time. Yeah, I don't know, Piper. Actually, I haven't heard about this game before 1.5, 2 months ago either. I didn't knew of it, but I can see there's actually quite a lot of people who don't know jack's ass about this game, which I actually find kind of saddening, because it's really a realistic looking and good looking game. And I know they have planned it to be even more realistic looking with better graphic when it launched into 1.0. More details, more things, better gardening and everything. So I am very, very looking forward to. Yeah, exactly. I think it's very crazy too. I didn't know about it until I accidentally fell over one of Floppy Sword's videos about the game. I can see my husband has fixed yet another car. Because I saw a ranger come flying a four-wheeler. So let's head back, look at what he's doing. Now you can see one of the other cars he's apparently been fixing up. That's the biggest car in the game at the moment. That's the Ranger. And if you make these loot boxes, these boxes as we got here, you can have 6 of these boxes in the inventory of the Ranger, and that way you can have exceptional lot of stuff in here. Yeah, Floppy Swords. He made a few a year ago of it. Some co-op videos, and then he made one a month or two ago where he was playing as Danny Trejo here in Scum single player. And I saw that one and thought it was a very cool game, also because the puppets or the zombies in this game is not very extreme. They are like not out of this world extremely horror or alienated made. They are actually quite human look-alike, so it's not like having this totally overwhelming unnaturally feeling, which I don't like about a lot of zombie games, that is like all this gory alienated look on them. They look actually more like people. And yeah, it's been out for a really long time, and I know it have had some bad reviews, and it still gets some bad reviews because some people think it's bad because it doesn't have the same as Zomboid and such. And a lot of people playing PvP think it's annoying because there's a lot of cheaters on the official servers, not on the private, but on the officials, where they can spawn into the bases and such. But when we're playing PvE, that's not really necessary. Try look at this. Just try look at this dawn. How beautiful it is. They look at the sun coming up here. Let's take a cigarette on that. Take out. Equip. And light it up. Let's do something. Let's sit down and enjoy the sunrise. Try look at this. Isn't it beautiful? I think it's absolutely stunning looking. Look at it. I like it. I think it's absolutely stunning looking. And it should become even more beautiful. I have a hard time picturing it, but it should become even more pretty than it already is. But it is such a stunning game in general, I think. And it's such a complex game with just like the metabolic system and the health system and everything. It's so thoroughly thought through, in my mind at least. Everything I like about a building game, a crafting survival game. Not a single thing that feels like it's not thought through from my aspect. And yes, there is some things that's hard in this game, and we, for example, at the moment have mechs on this server. There is these big machine robots that can like kill your weapons and everything, and we do not have those on the server at the moment. At the moment, it's mechs free, but we are and dropship free. Dropships is like flying mechs. But we're talking about if we should just nerf the power they have. Try look. Sunset. We're talking about if we should just nerf the power of it and then let the mechs and such be on the server, or if we should not have them on the server because it's after all a PvE server about surviving the elements and such. But that's still for debate. By the way, in the forest over here, there's 2 wolves running around. Because I shot at them, but I didn't hit them quite right enough. So there is 2 wolfies running around over there. Husband is going, ooh. Yeah, that's also what the wolf said. Arrgh. Yeah, I saw that you put the front shield on the cruiser. He has put this front guard on the cruiser. My little motorcycle here. And here now you can see the Rager beast. It's still a little beaten up and needs some more things. And the Rager actually have 4 spaces to sit. 2 in the back, 2 in the front, and then you can jump in here. And also sit here. You hear him a little bit. The husband or the wolf? He's trying not to speak so loud so you guys can hear it because he's not very he don't think he's very good at English, and he's a little shy on speaking out for himself loud so other hears it. He actually okay spoken with English with me when we're just sitting together, me and him, but he's a little shy when it comes to speaking for other people's, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think it's perfectly fine. I also said to him he should have a headset for when we're playing multiplayer, so he's able to speak with me and you guys are able to hear him, but he's not really cooperative about the idea yet. I said to him it's just like him speaking to me. It's not like he's speaking out to anyone else. There's not like anyone going to judge him for saying a word weird or wrong. Not like anyone is going to point fingers at him and mock him. And yeah, I think it's perfectly fine to hear him and let him speak, but he don't really want to. Not at the moment, at least. Who may know? Give it a month, maybe 3, maybe a year, then he will be speaking as well, guaranteed. He just has to come out of his shell. We know there's wolf beasts in here somewhere. We've seen them. We heard them. We shot at them. We didn't hit them properly enough. But we know they're here somewhere. But they can despawn again as well. But all of a sudden we might have a wolf hanging in our ass, trying to gnaw and bite. Have a bite of this sweet ass here. And there is majority filter or adult filter on this game you can put on if you don't want to see naked boobaloobies or dicks. But I don't have it turned on. And on males in this game you're actually able to configure the size of the dicks. Is that the wolf or is that a stone? Let's try and run over there to look. I think it's the stone. I think it's just a stone. Yeah, it's just a stone. But it's just beautiful made already, this land. And it is made so it should be like Eastern Europe, like Ukraine, Poland, over there somewhere in the Yugoslavian. But yeah, also if you go in and look at the DLCs for this game, the first supporter package you can buy, the one that also gives you the watch where you can time food and check the time on the server and such. The first supporter package. It also gives you 2 extra inches if you're playing a male character, so you can get 2 extra inches of dick if you want so. Unfortunately, if you want to make trophies out of dead people on the server, you can only use the head. I'm on the other multiplayer server me and my husband were playing. I actually made a wall of shame with his decapitated head for every time he had died by suicide bombers. If I could have done it with the willies instead, I would have made a dick wall instead. Ooh. Look at this. This has just spawned here. Let's try crouch. It do not have a motor, unfortunately. But if there was a motor in here, and the 2 other the 2 other wheels, then we would have had an RES to drive at us also. But it do not have a motor. They spawn randomly around. The same goes with the cars. Then they might miss some wheels, or they might miss the motor, or they might miss. Yeah, it's different what they miss, but the vehicles do spawn around the world. And to be sure, if you find a vehicle on my server, give it a name if you want people to know it belongs to you, or put a lock on it so people can see that it is owned. Because if there's just standing a random vehicle around without name or without a lock, then other people might mistake it and think it's not owned by anyone. So a good idea to either put a lock on it or to give it a name. And again, it's free to play on the server as long as you own at least just the normal game. Me and my husband is paying for the server to be up and running, so no extra fees other than the main game itself needed. Just out running a little. She's a chubby floppy because we wanted to have the intelligence. Okay, El Papi says if anyone comes in on the server in the big city, there is a free Leica park that is, as you can see, he wrote, in the big town there is parked an almost complete Leica called for free to the person who finds it. That's the Leica he was driving off in. He just parked it somewhere and it's almost complete with motor, everything. The first person to find it is the person who gets it, if it's not despawning before anyone claims it. Because that's the extra one he was going out in when he found the ranger. So, there is a free car to the first one in the big city that finds it. It's a little green Leica like that one. You guys saw him drive off in the little shitbox that missed the door and such. Let us find a husband. Where are you? I can hear you. Huh? Did you shit a can? What kind of can? Oh my god. He just shat first time after he landed on the island here, and he shat a can of meatballs. Or spaghetti with meatballs. Is it now I should say my character is hungry? And no, I'm not gonna eat your meatballs. I got food in the chest over here. But if you got the first supporter package, first time you're shitting, you will shit out something. Huh? Oh, it isn't? Not after you died last? Oh, so it's not even only first time you shit. Apparently it's not only first time you shit, it's randomly when you shit you will poop out like can of meatballs and everything else, pineapples. I don't even know if my character has to go. Let's take a look. Not yet, almost. We have to pee though. Let's go down in the garden and piss. There we go. And let's see. Should we go on some looting to try out the settings? Have you been anywhere in lately looting? No. Okay. Do you want to go like prison or something where else? I'll just jump in riding shotgun then. Look, now he fixed up it. He fixed it up so now it's not as damaged anymore. And I'll just go in here and set the name. There we go. Now people can see we own it. It's not called Rager anymore. It's called Loot Goblins. That's because our squad name is Loot Goblins. And in here you can see we are the players on the server. And we got full sang 24 on here as well. Now I'll enter. I got the advanced lockpicks along. I got, let me see, 1, 5. I got 5 lockpicks on me. There's bobby pins in there though. Let's just ride in global. There we go. Just so no one feels like they're not getting treated the same way. Huh? Uh-huh. And by the way, if anyone wants to see more of the multiplayer Scum, the multiplayer setup and such, and when we get the community center going and everything, then let me know. We will for sure make even more Scum content on this channel then. And if people come into the server and they want the beginner package, let me know. Go into Discord and on the welcoming zone in Discord, just write their name and say they're new, where about they are, and then when we come online, we will give the starter package to people. No one is left behind here. Everyone can get it if they want it. That's the. If they don't want it, they as I said, it's not like Fizz tried to say that I'm going to shove it up their arse or anything. Unless they want to, of course. Huh? And husband apparently thought we should look at that tree for a moment. Bang the rager into the tree. We're going to the prison. There we can get a little look at how many puppets and such. We might up the quantity of puppets a bit more if it's necessary, because we want it to be so everyone has a pleasant experience, but we also want it to be so people actually have the feeling of the survival element. It's going to be not too easy, because then people get bored as well. It's not like it has to be shitty easy, but it's not like it has to be deadly hard either. I know some other Scum players, one also doing a lot of streams, Luthias. He has a server he called Meat Grinder, where it's like the hardest settings ever. It's like everything is just shitty hard and there's no map or anything, so you're not even having a map to navigate from. There's nothing at all you can do. There's nothing at all you can like have a treat with. You having a hard time finding loot. The puppets hit harder, have more life. You have no map. There's PvP on as well. It's really hardcore Scum server. And I'm more into making a fun server where people can have fun and play together. And just help each other and just survive the elements, having fun and cozy around, building, looting, trading, racing in the cars, you know, having a fun time. How well did who do? Oh, Lothias. Well, he's doing very well on his meat grinder server. That's what he preferred to play. He have several servers, also PvE and a PvP, several PvP servers. But he preferred to play on his meat grinder server. And I guess that's because he's one of the people who have played over 10,000 hours of Scum. He's playing like shitload of Scum and has done it for almost all the time the game has been out. So I guess that's one of the reasons he prefers his meat grinder server. Yeah, so I think he preferred that way because he has so many played hours in the game. As I say, I'm merely a beginner at Scum and I played around 250-300 hours by now. It's like my go-to cozy having fun game when not streaming normally. Now we're here at the prison. That's a beautiful tree. And at the prison here, normally there will be mechs. But as it is right now, we do not have the mechs turned on. But we're still debating, however, if we will go to put the mechs on. And yeah, he's one of the people where it's almost his life. Hey, come here, shitty puppet. Shut the fuck up. There we go. And husband is going with me. We're going inside the prison. I'm not sure why he ran back. I think that's because he wants an extra backpack along. Or if he wants to drive in. He wants the car in with us. But yeah, that's almost his life. And there is some players that play this game that plays insanely amount of hours in it. And of course they prefer to play like the PvP version and such because they have very good gear and they're equipped for it. Husband has his preferred weapon, a bow. I like to play with the bow as well, but I want more a compound bow. In the prison there's a lot of loot and there's a lot of lockers to loot. If you go down here in the basement, there is an ambulance center where you can get good loot, a warehouse, control room, and in here in the armory you will find these, which is the lockers. And the lockers are what we're here for. Then we can pick the locks. I'll just take my gloves off. There we go. Then we can pick the locks. And I'm not professional at lock picking, but I'm okay. And then open the lockers, and in here we will find some good loot normally. Not always, but sometimes. Let's see what we found. We found some tracer ammo and a VVSV sniper's rifle. I can hear a zombie. I'll take care of this. You can hear him here. There we go. Lock the door here again. Let's take this out. 185, not a good one. Some fruit cocktail. Honda 85 is like one of the smallest weapon in this game. We got a VVS again, a tactical handgun holster. Might dish the shitty hunters. It's caliber 22, it's not like a good one. A Mac 10, some 44 ammo. Let's see, what did we get in here? Ooh, a RPK. Just taking everything out here for a moment. Trying to restock. Yes, I only have a riot helmet. You found a combat helmet. You can see now we're trying to put things in our inventory so we can have... Huh? Ooh. A Black Hawk crossbow. Those are nice because they function as a sniper rifle. The bad thing about the crossbow is they're shitty slow to reload. Let me see. Tactical. Let's put this on there. Did you find a helmet, dear? Yeah. Because we only have a riot helmet at the moment. Thank you. Now we got a combat helmet instead. There we go. Let's see if we can make space for the crossbow somewhere on us. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can get space. No, I have no space for the crossbow. Else I'll triple carry on the way out. Bobby pins, you can make lock picks with bobby pins. Always good to hoard some extra bobby pins. It seems like we might need to up the puppets a little bit in quantity because it almost seems too easy to get down here. Gas mask. If you don't need them, they sell for quite a good penny. Depending on quality, of course. As well, flashlight. A bayonet. This flashlight, you saw we got this one. Then we can take this one and put on here. Then if we sell it, it will still gain more money because you will gain it with... Huh? One moment. I have RPK. The one I use, a Teco 1490. And now we got the server restart. It's 8 minutes over 10 here in the evening in Denmark. So we got the server restart. It will come up again in a moment. Just set foot, then we will continue in a few minutes. It just has to restart. Making sure everything is fresh and nice. And if you go in here and want to find the server, I can show that while we wait. You just search Shield Maiden DK. There you can see, then it comes up. Right now 2 out of 20 players are online, which is me and El Papi. Bathroom and snack break. You need to give those two. It's not like in Scum where you eat and shit the same place. You need to take breaks, Piper. But here you can see what the server's name is. You can see the version it is, the time. And you can see friends online. And you can see how many players online and the ping default mode. And there's no password on it. But as I said, if you don't follow the rules, if you break the rules, you will be banned from the server. I do not tolerate people breaking the rules. And the rules are simple. No PvP, no raids, no stealing each other's vehicles. No building on roads, no building in existing buildings, no blocking traitors for others. If there's people in a cargo drop, let them finish the cargo drop before you go in there. What's left over from the first one is yours to claim. You're not stealing things from the first one to get to a cargo drop. Such things, but every rule is already written down on the Discord. And if there's going to be new rules or anything like that, I will be sure to put it in the Discord as well so people can see them. So there will always be upgrades to it. And there in Discord there is a tips and tricks channel where people can give each other tips and tricks for a nice experience with the game. General chat. There's the rules. There is a player-to-player chat trade. There's welcoming zone. There's general voice chat where you can talk to each other if you like. And then I've made 2 squad voice chats. So if you, for example, makes a squad with a friend, and you have you're not sitting together or have nowhere else to talk while you play, you're free to use my Discord voice chats to talk with each other while you game, while you're online on the server. So no problem at all, we got you covered. Huh? And Scum servers, the server is back for the reset, we're just locking in again. And as I said, you can read the rules in there. No harassment, no blocking traders. Be kind and helpful about the communities and the cargo drops. And you're not allowed to put locks on garages. You're not allowed to loot each other's bodies on my server. So, for example, unless you're sitting together, if El Papi dies, I'm allowed to loot his body if he asks me to do it. But else, if you loot another player's body, and that player will tells me that you have done it without his permission, you will also get banned from the server, because we're not here to take each other's gear. We're here to have fun and to play together. Let's just finish looting these lockers, as we were doing before we got out. There we go. Nothing's exciting. All good. I got a face roller and a taco and an M1911 on me as the usable weapons. But I do soon need a new stab-proof vest or something, because I could not repair this one for some reason. And it's down to 18. All good. Let's get it. Yeah, you got the M19 gold. Now we're just trying to get away. I'll just go in here for a moment. The ambulance center. Normally I do not go in here because there's not that much to get. But since we are quite new on the server, everything counts. So let's just check the few cabinets in here. If there's anything exciting we cannot live without. Could be we could find some, like their bandages. You can be lucky and find some, like this, emergency bandage package. You can be lucky finding some antibiotics in here too and such. So always nice when you're down here anyway to check it. I'll just take my face roll out. I can hear zombies. I can hear zombies. They are around you. It sounds like. Let's take a look. We can hear them. I can't for the life of me not see them, but I think they're upstairs. I think they might be upstairs. Oh well, we'll find them when we see them. I do have bandages if it's necessary. that gave us C1, not bad. C1s do not need treatment. C2 might need treatment. And C3 and 4 you need to treat, because else you'll die. That's just how it is. Remember with your vehicles, if you park them down in the safe zones down at the vendors, if you leave your cars in the vendor zone for 2 hours, they will disappear. They will get deleted from the server then. Just a quick notice. Same goes if you drive into water with your vehicle. I'm not sure where he headed. There he was. Are we going out? Okay, I'll open the doors. Open up. Open up. There we go. As you can see, zombies spawn in. So while we've been here, the zombies begun to spawn in. So actually, if we were coming in now, or you were coming in after us, you will meet quite a few zombies in there, or puppets. So they do spawn in during the time you're already there. And once again, if you want to come in and have fun with us on the server's name is Shield Maiden DK Fan PvE server. Just my name. If you just write Shield Maiden DK, the server will pop up. And everyone is welcome. Simply, as long as you can follow the rules, you're welcome. If not, I will escort your ass off the server. No problem at all. Yeah, I think that's about the easiest way to say it. And as I said, if you're getting into the server, let me know. If you want to have the backpack with the goodies to start up, it's not a necessity to take, but everyone has the chance to get it. I will make a few of them and put in a chest, so people are able to take one backpack when they enter the server if we're not online. I will show where our camp is on the map once again when we're home, and then I will make a few of the starter backpacks so people can come and take one in the chest if they're coming in and we're not online. If we are online, we will come to you if you need a starter package, if you want it. But if we're not online, you're free to come take one starter package, one backpack with the equipment in from the base. Huh? Yeah, and if you need a lift when you enter the server, let us know. If we are online, we will come help you get to your destination if you need a lift to somewhere. If we are online, of course. If we are not, we cannot do it, of course. But we will grant your lift if you need. And as you can see, this is the squad unit where you can see the squad status online. And this is the player units where you can see all the players and their fame. As it is right now, I do not want to interact with events yet. But we might look at events at some point. Now we're just driving cozy around. But I will, when I get back to base, begin to make a few starter backpack sets people are able to come and grab if they're coming in on the server to get started. And it's only me and El Papi that is able to use the admin codes on the game in the server. So it's only us who can spawn in items. And as you can see on the gameplay here, it's not like we are using it to spawn in items for ourselves. Because we don't want to be over the moon from everyone else. We want to be equally with everyone else playing the server here. At resets, your car, like you can see this one we drive in here, it do not despawn by the reset. If it's a non-owned car, if you're not owning it, if it's not been driven by anyone, it will respawn or come. Maybe another car will despawn there or respawn there or something. But if it's been driven, it will not despawn. It is only despawning if you're inactive for a certain amount of time. I can try look. You can see if we go into settings and go into vehicle. You can see spawning, that's how many is spawning on the server. Maximum time of vehicle inactivity. So if it's inactive, you can see here, for 204 hours, that's 10 days, then it's going to be destroyed. Then, and if it's over 2 hours in the forbidden zone, then it's going to be spawning too. So if you're in the forbidden zones, which means the green areas, the safe zones, more than 2 hours your car will be deleted. And if you're inactive and not driving your car for more than 10 days, then it's getting deleted as well. I need to clean up the backs before anything. Let me clean up my back. You can see the easiest way to clean up the back is just dragging it over here. This way. That way it automatically sorts it in the car. Yeah, else I do have bobby pins. I do have bobby pins. As you can see, it auto sorts it in the car when you just plop it in like this. That way you're not needed to run around and sort it out yourself. I don't have any lockpicks. I have bobby pins. Okay, I'll make a few myself. Take out bobby pins. There we go. Go to crafting, then you can go down here, current craftable, and press, and then this one, then you auto craft lockpicks from the bobby pins. Then you just have to remember to take them from the ground. You can see that it's crafted into lockpicks. And if you don't want to run around with this many, you can do this. Let me just go there. Press them and click here and craft bundle of improvised lockpicks. If you do that, they will bundle together, and then you can just uncraft the bundle again to get individual lockpicks to use when you're out in the field. Let's just head in here. I'm not that afraid. In the beginning you will be afraid of the puppies. I'm talking of experience here. Car repair kits. 2 times. Gasoline canister with 7 gas in. Want that? Okay. small canister with 1 gas. I'll just cipher that into the other here. There we go. Now we got 8 units in the large one instead. You can cipher it from one to the other, and then you can fill the cars with the canisters. A small toolbox. Then we can just plop it in the car, as you can see. There we go. Something's very unhappy with us. Sounds like he's fighting down there. I took the top floor. Let's just look. There's a puppet right here. Always check for puppets. There we go. Then we're going to go in here. There's a locker here. And the reason why it's showing red when I try to lockpick is because I have my gloves on. As soon as I take my gloves off, it will not be red anymore. Because I didn't think of it. Military helmet and a hunter. The hunter is not much worth, but we can just take it along. You'll go down here. And then in here there's another of these. If you use fingerless gloves, you can lockpick with the gloves on. There we go, another hunter. We can just take it down in the car. Not worth much, but a little is not more than nothing. Ooh, a walnut. Always pick up walnuts if you find walnuts. If you want to bake in this game, you're gonna need walnuts, and you cannot buy them. So always take walnuts. Let's open up here. Let's see if we can find the gloves you were talking about. He should have some fingerless gloves in here. I found the fingerless gloves. The police gloves. I'll just put my police gloves on the floor then. No need for them. And there is what I told you about, a willy warmer. Do you have a willy warmer on right now, darling? Try drop your pants. Drop your pants. Off with your clothes. And the sporran back. No, we can just about see it. But there you go. You can see he has the willy warm on. You got the elephant on, don't you? Yes. Good. You can put your clothes back on. Thank you. And women are able to wear pantyhoses and as you can see, underpants and bras. There's bras in the games as well. Pink brassiere and such. So there is underwear. Yoga leggings also. Let me just, the cleaver, this one is the best you can get if you are having to slaughter animals. Then use a cleaver, you will get more meat then. Yeah, your virgin eyes, my ass, Piper. Your eyes is just as virgin as Fizz is a innocent child. Your eyes is just as virgin as piss is an innocent child. We're just looking through. And as I said, if you enter this server, name your car something or put a lock on it. The locks can be put so you can use it as a squad. You can lock it so it's locked as a squad or so it's locked only to you. It's not like you need to. You can see here is a Mac 10, and we also have a Mac 10 magazine. So we can put ammo in that, and then we can fire the Mac 10. Yeah, you're a good boy, but good boys are not necessarily innocent, you know that. We didn't get that one. There we go. Yeah, you're all good boys. Huh? Okay. Oh, you don't? One moment. Look at the ground, what I got for you. There's 2 types of screwdrivers in this game you need for lockpicking. Screwdrivers. You can have the small ones that have 3 uses, and then there's the black and yellow ones that has up to 40 uses. Of course, those are the best. Now look. We got some 9mm tracer ammo, and we got the Mac 10 magazine. Then we can just pull it over here and load ammo. And then we're gonna try put up the Mac 10 and fire it. Well, let's find a puppet and fire the shit out of it. You can see we're just loading it in. Then we drag it to the Mac T, equip. The Mac 10 is equipped now. Now let's try find a puppet. Fire this baby. I know I might die from it because puppets, but we just want to have fun here. Want to try it out. Fire the Mac 10. Gonna find a singular puppet somewhere. Come on, puppets. Come on. Come on, puppet, please. Let's run down here. Normally there's a puppet somewhere. Puppet, puppet, where are you? I want to have a talk with you. I have a Mac. He's just firing his handgun, I think. I can hear it. Well, that works like a charm. That worked like a charm. There's more coming. That was an ammo clip. And when you sell it, if you want to sell it, you can just sell it with the clip in and everything. You will get money for it anyway. I'm also a virgin, sweet little virgin here. All 4 of my kids were virgin made. As if anyone believes that. Potassium pills, emergency bandage. Ooh, antibiotic blister. That one is worth a good fortune if you get infection, antibiotic is kind of vital. It's always nice to have some antibiotics on you. Do you need a help? You believe it. Thank you, Piper. That's very, very sweet of you to believe me. Look, there's the little robot in daylight filming us. Actually, it's after El Papi. It's filming him. Like, it's a little like we're in Hunger Game. Now it's me it's interested in. Got it. Huh? Oh. You were. We fucking got it. Not that it means anything. Here we got an RPK magazine. Yeah, also because we got the RPK already. So now we have an RPK and a magazine. If we find a military quiver, I would be delighted. Hence, I do not have one. Now I'm stuck. There we go. I found tomato, weapon gilly. Chocolate. An MRE cheeseburger. Nothing I want to eat because it's very fatty, but it's good to have here in the beginning also because I'm constantly hungry. Night vision goggles. Let's just eat it for now, the cheeseburger. I found a ballista 100. If you need that. Okay. There we go. Take this one on us again. Huh? Yeah. Black tactical jacket. Do you want that? Okay. I hear you have friends. Do you need help? A grenade. A barrette. Potato chips. Not the most healthy, but okay. If you're in need of food, better than nothing. Backpack. As you can see, it's not like you're finding something in everything, here on the server. It is so you find a lot of loot, but we still put it so you're not finding loot all the time. Yes, please. Nice. I'll come get it. We found a wasp scope. Did you want the tactical jacket? Okay. Then we will take off this vest and take this one on. Because that one's not good anymore. There we go. And then we will run up to the car again. Normally there will be mechs running back and forth down here. But as I said, right now we do not have mechs on the server. They might be implemented to the server at some point, but as it is right now, it's not. There we go. Put weapons in the car. And more night vision goggies. And now you can see this one takes 7.62 times 39 ammo. Look, if we got any of that ammo. RPK ammo. I'll just look through what you got. Might have some, not necessarily, but maybe. Not necessarily that he got it. It's depending on how lucky you become. But well, we just load all the stuff in the car. The Mac 10-2, tomato petalani. Put this in here because we didn't have the ammo. But when you get the ammo, then you can just put it in the magazine and put the magazine on the big RPK, and then you got a functional RPK to use. Let me check out if my handgun, this one, is going to be well with this one. Yes, so now we got actually handgun with scope. Try look. I found a scope for my handgun. I did. Do you have scope on your handgun, darling? No. Okay, good. We found a wasp scope. Huh? Yeah. Then we can check this out. It's water, pure water, so let's drink some of it because we are thirsty. Just drink a few drinks of it. And for the fun of it, since we found this weapon ghillie, let's try. Was it something about you had an Estas for me at home? You got a Techo in here. I think it's in the car at home. The Estas. But for the fun of it, we can try put weapon ghillie on the Techo. Let's try. Look, then we put. No, we cannot. Okay. I'm not sure how to use the weapon ghillie. But you can put that on the weapons to be able to hide even more. But, well. Let's put in the car. And if you guys are coming to the server as it is right now, our base is right here. I will leave a chest with a few backpacks with so you can just take one and equip to yourself. Right here. And the community center is going to be over here when we get it built. But right now, right here, I will make a chest that I call backpacks or something like that. So you're all able to get one backpack with the equipment you need to start up if you want one. As said already several times, it's not necessarily that you want one. You're not getting forced to take it. But if you would like one, you feel free to take one. If you got it and you don't need it. I have one here on 71. I'll come. You found a bulletproof vest. The first vest in the game is the stab proof. A little better is the bulletproof, and the best vest you can get in the game is the tactical. That's a bulletproof. You see, then we get this one out and put the bulletproof on. And the bulletproof also have inventory space, which the stab proof do not. We can go in the next container here and look, so you don't have to look through all of it. Ooh, chocolate. I don't eat chocolate in here. Here's an assault backpack. You can see also a lot of space in that one. But it's just an ordinary backpack we're giving out to begin with, to begin your adventure. It's not like a special backpack. And it's not like the big ones we found, the hiking backpacks. You will have to go out and find those things. It's just a random normal backpack or a school backpack. I'll spawn in a few different backpacks so you can choose the one to your likings that you would like to run around with. You don't necessarily have to choose the one I already spawned in. Ammo. An ammo box. The ammo boxes are good because they also give okay amount of money when you sell them. MRE with beef stew. Let's just take it along in case we need it. AC. There we go. Small toolbox. Rebug cutter, let's take that along just because I know there's quests about it and it's quite expensive. I already have one rebug cutter at home, but we can always use an extra. Pumpkin seeds, a screwdriver. I do go through the trash now and then too because I like to get the Christmas ornaments so we can make a Christmas tree. There's also these packages around where you might find some gear. You can see here was an ammo box. And that's about it for now. And there's over here, got some boots, construction boots. We got right now motorcycle boots. They're not very good actually. So let's just head back. Take the construction boots instead. They were much better. Throw the motorcycle boots out. You can also get high-heeled stilettos and knee boots and everything like that. Candy pop. Husband is mumbling around inside that house, or else it's a zombie with a weird movement pattern. There we go. Huh? Yeah, I see it. There we go. Lovely excavated. Excavated? Weird word. Ooh, 20 shots for my shotty. Nice. I got a few, I got a complete box on me as well because I just found 20, but else I have a few boxes at home too. I need to go home and repair my stuff. Well, I gonna need to repair my hiking backpack and some of my clothing and such. Oh, you got a sewing kit, you fucker. Okay, then we will repair our stuff. Be aware, if your stuff get under 25%, you're not able to repair it. So always keep it up to date. And all it takes is a needle and some thread, unless you get the sewing kits. Thank you very much. There you go. Yeah, I knew. There you go, the sewing kit. Just stuff in the car. Found a few of the quarantines. There we go. Events. There we go. And then we will head home. I'll take the sewing kit along since you didn't take it up. Because I will need to go home and make a few backpacks ready for new beginners. And then we're just driving home. We were here right now, and as I said, our base is right over here. So lots and lots of reasons to go there if you want the beginner backpack. For even though it's not much, but the 2 antibiotics can be enough for saving your ass 2 times if you get wound infections. And even if you only get a C1 from the zombies, you're able to get wound infection in it. Because unless you have clean clothes on, and if you got clean clothes, if we take a look at my clothing, dirtiness 100, dirtiness 2.4, dirtiness 36, dirtiness 1.6, dirtiness 77, dirtiness 100, dirtiness 100, dirtiness 10. You get dirty very quickly. You can find soap around the country, but it takes a whole bar of soap to make your gear not dirty. And yeah, take 1 soap per piece of cloth to make it not dirty. And then again, you're still not all sure not to get infection if you get wounds by the zombies. So the 2 antibiotics in the beginner pack can be a lifesaver unless you know exactly where to look for antibiotic in the game. And if you're a beginner, you're not thinking like going to the hospital or going to the big city or the sanctorium or even the smaller cities police stations, because everything you have to learn and you have to adapt and learn how to actually survive. So it can be a lifesaver, those 2 antibiotics in the beginning. So now we're just about being at the base, and then I'll spawn in a few beginner packages and sit out at the road at our base, so people, if you come in, you're free to come by and take a backpack with you. You can see right there. There we go. Thank you very much, darling. You see, I'll take this treasure chest, chest here. Take it with me. Then I'll put it out on the other side of what I'm building here. When you come across here, if you're coming into the game, you will not be able to see all the green here. The schemes for what I'm building, you will not be able to see that. That's only squad members and myself that can see the building pattern that is not yet built. You can only see what we already built. But you will be able to see these pieces we already built. So now I'm putting down the chest right here in front of all of this. Let's say right here. There we go. I will set a name. backpacks. Oops. Backpacks. And then in here, as you can see, there's a backpack with a beginner with 2 MRE tuna salads, 2 antibiotics, a water, and a knife. So I'll just spawn in a few more sets. Let's see. We will go spawn in, spawn, item, backpack. Let's say 5 backpacks in total. Huh? 10 tuna MREs, yes? Yeah, 10 antibiotics as well, but let's start with your... If you make 10 tunas... You can see we're just dividing here. Let's see, how many do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one more. There we go. Now you can see several backpacks. He's beginning to spawn in MREs. Good. I'm beginning to fill in the backpacks. How did you spawn 10?
What?
How did you spawn 10? Oh.
How many antibiotics do you need?
10 single pills.
Yes.
Then you can see I'm just putting 2 in each backpack. And it's only the singular pill.
Yeah.
Now you can see there's 2 MREs in every backpack available. And the school backpacks is a little smaller than the others, not much. But if you want to have a nice school backpack, you can take one of them. And if you want one of the others, you're welcome to take that. We're just giving out 1 backpack. You can see now 2 antibiotics, 5 half liters of water, there we go, and 5 kitchen knives.
What? 5 knives?
Kitchen knives. And it doesn't even matter what kind of kitchen knife. Let's see, he's just spawning that in. While he's doing that, I'll just do this. Spawn item spray paint. No, I don't know how. Huh? Good, thank you. Now you can see all the backpacks I equip with MREs, antibiotics, and water. And then I'm taking all of them and putting in here. And then there's 6 starter packs ready for when people comes and takes them. If we are not online. If we're online, we will deliver them. If we're not online, you can fight them right here in the center of B2. Right here. So if we're not online, you're welcome to come here in the backpacks and take one to yourself. And we will check up on it with the antibiotics and so. So do not try to snatch antibiotics from one backpack and put into the other. Be fair, take one backpack and let the rest be. So everyone can have their share, okay? Because if you're not playing by the rules, if you do anything cheating or anything not respectful or anything, you will get banned. We do not tolerate any kind of fling-flangs on the server. We are here all to have fun, to survive together, and yeah, just having a blast. Huh? 2 seconds. And with that, I will say thank you for this time. I had a blast. I hope you had too. If you got Scum or thinking about getting Scum, please come and join us on our server. As I said, no PvP allowed. It's only PvE, having fun, having a blast. And yeah, if you had fun, please like, subscribe, follow. Hit the little bell if you want notifications. And hopefully see you around, because Shieldman is out of here. Hey!